Secure Capital Bank.
That bank's vault is full of cash.
I'm trying to waste absolutely no time while I do this, so. Get seen by guard, pop rush, use rush, open door, run over here with rush, use this, open rush, open that. Go in here, see that guy, he's a dick. Come in here.
This guard.
Look at the guard.
Now we need to get past the gate in front of the vault.
Maybe we just take him out of here.
The gate is magnetically sealed. Make sure you
Maybe I'll just take the QR code.
It won't open. Find the power source and turn it off.
You okay over there?
And then we'll pull the body out of the way of the camera before the camera goes off, because that would have been unfortunate. Smart money is just to wait for him to come down here and kill him, but I am in a hurry to make sure that this video is as short as physically possible. Can I, by any chance?
Okay.
No, won't be able to do that. There's a guard that comes down the stairwell. I just don't want to deal with this. I don't really have a place for this guy's body right now. I'd put it in the back room where we entered, but there's a civvy that patrols there, and I really don't want to wait for them. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to pop this. We're just going to hope that this is all clear and that no one will see me. So we're going to walk right in here and leave him in the corner. And because we don't want him to be lonely, we'll give him an executive. This body is laying kind of badly, so let's... There we go! Perfect Blair Witch tag team on his shoulders. Awesome. Then we flip the power. Could also be downstairs, but there's always a red cable that will show you where it is. You can see it from the stairwell. You can see it from the area that the vault is at. Right in the very beginning should be kind of easy to find. I do have to wait for this guy for just a sec because I need his key card.
This guard.
We're gonna be really, really cheeky.
I'm suing.
Down now.
And then we'll just loop that camera. Don't worry about these people screaming 2 feet from a guard. He is actually clinically deaf. It would be wrong of you to make fun of him. And we just throw them over there too. None of that was necessary. I could have just waited for him to go by and grab them and be about my business, but you know. We'll grab the executive because I actually do want him for something. Go far here when walking down the hallway and they won't see you. If you stay near the window, they will see you. There's a guard that patrols this on Overkill, but I'm thinking and praying he's on the roof right now. He does certainly appear to be. With this guard dead, I can just walk the executive down the hallway. The camera was a little close, but even just ignoring it was a fine strategy. This is the woman that I was supposed to wait for earlier and did not want to. I should probably shut this so nobody sees. We'll tie her up, we'll tie him up. I haven't done the red keycard yet, so I can't really do anything with him, but I brought him here early because whatever. Don't need the blue keycard because I'm not going in the security room. That's the guy I was talking about earlier that patrols the stairwell. Is he facing this way right now? What a
Check out the guard.
dick. He stops at several different points on the stairs. One is here, one is there, one is directly above me but facing that way. He'll also come out on the second floor and go get a Coke from the machine. I don't know if I want to wait for him. You can hide under the stairs, it's fine. I will wait for him.
This guard.
Unfortunate. He's not one of the guys that I like to kill, so we're not going to do that. The other guy that I will likely kill is the guard outside in the parking lot. He doesn't need to die, but it can take like 20-30 minutes to move the bags around him. It takes like a minute to do it the other way.
Check out the guard.
So, I mean, if you have pagers, you may as well use pagers. I hold on to them. Right? This is not what I wanted. I didn't want to be in a position where I was waiting for a guard while making this video, but I've been kind of ballsy and running around the last few attempts and not paying much attention. If my grabbing those 2 civilians weren't a good indicator of that.
Hey, there's a guard. Guard
Oh,
over there.
right, you're still here. Unfortunate. So yeah, he's gonna walk around the corner to one of these machines over by the cafeteria. The guard on this floor has a patrol route that will either be left or right. In this case, we're gonna say it's left. He just goes that way and he'll keep going that way and will never deviate. Sometimes he's going this way and will never deviate, but once you know where he's going, you can kind of always know where he is. And it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh my god. Okay. I just use my hacks liberally. It doesn't really seem to matter where I loop. So I've looped that one, so it's not a
Guard over
problem.
there.
He's there. I happen to know the red room's in the corner past him and not upstairs. The guard that came out in the stairwell is only going to go to that machine and then go back, so I don't have to worry much about him either. You can loop almost every camera you ever come across, so taking care of security rooms doesn't make too much sense to me. We've already pulled the power, so we come in here and do our hack. If you do this hack before pulling the power, you'll have to do the power before you can do this part, which is important. Required to even be able to get into the vault, even if you know what the password is from past attempts.
Computer's unlocked.
So click that, power is done. I can do this. You can hit it with middle mouse and chat will memorize the color for you. So it's going to be a white switch that I have to flip. I don't know if I really want to challenge this camera because the guy on the stairwell can sometimes just walk over and stand here. Oh no. Okay. Goodbye. Anyway, that was the stairwell guard and that floor's guard, so they're dealt with. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can come down here, hit enter. We know that it's white because I pinged it. White, flip white switch, door comes open, easy peasy. Hack camera in front of vault. Nobody patrols this hallway anymore because I took out both the guard and the woman who comes down here. That person goes in and out of that room, but not enough to bother us. So I take a human shield with the executive that I moved down earlier, which honestly, I think the best strategy is just to YOLO move him. But if you're having issues with that, sticking a stealth deployable camera on the guard that runs the stairwell will let you always know where he is, so you can take your sweet time moving people around. Now that access has been granted, and I know that this floor is clear and I don't have to worry about jack shit, I'm gonna take this guy back to where I found him and tie him back up so that nobody ever finds out about my crimes. Now I need to be careful, but one more time with the stairwell because of the guard that's up there. I don't know where the guard for this floor is right now, so what I'm about to do is stupid, but I did it anyway. Because he could have been walking right there. For this particular one, there's lots of people in this room. I don't like taking care of them because the guard on the roof sees them through the skylight, so if it's this computer, I walk right up to it. Spam spacebar. Immediately crouch and hold forward. Get my code. Do the same thing going the other way. Forgot that was there. Scared the shit out of me for a second. Little creepy, to be honest. And again, go to the far side so you don't get seen.
Check out the guard.
He's there, which concerns me because I don't know where the other guard is. I could probably get around him, but I'm just going to use the same strategy we employed earlier, where I trade with him around the door. He'll go over there, and I no longer have to worry about him. He's not my problem. Though he is a problem, and I'll let you know, as soon as you open the vault, the guy in the stairwell's patrol route changes. He stops patrolling the stairs, and he starts patrolling out that door, around the corner, and in a big circle through the lobby, and where the other vehicle spawn could be over there, back in through the alleyway, in through the door, through the lobby. Not a problem, because our vehicle is out back, and it won't matter. Now, I have 4 codes. I get here. I know that the numbers used, because the UV light are 1, 7, 8, and 0. 1780 is 0781. All right, that was a spot. Hello? Fingerprints? 0781. Enter. That code does not change. Now that I know that code, if I fail this attempt, I can put that code in without moving the executive here. I just need to redo the red security room to know what the switch is, even though I know what it is, because that's the only way to interact with the box. I do that to proc rush. I open this. Instapop. Technically, this is done on the order that they turn on in. So if you hit them in the same order and you are absolutely pixel perfect, you can get all of them. I have never even come close. My best is 6 out of 8. Yep, and that's 6 out of 8, which is roughly what I get. It is what it is. We've been told that it's physically possible, but I've never seen it. I have seen somebody get 7 out of 8, though. There are 2 more money bags in the security deposit boxes over there if you want a full 10-bag pull. For some reason, the final screen says it's 20 bags. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Even the bags with ink on them still count as bags, though you won't get money for them. There's also a Wixia secret objective in those somewhere, which we'll probably get if I don't screw this up in the next couple of seconds. Are there any perks that speed up the disarm process? Not that I am aware of. So, this is what I was talking about earlier, that this is a guard that I would like to kill because he's super in the way, and if you want to manage yourself a... Whoa. Okay. I let him see through the door, and he saw the person, and that freaked him out, which was actually a perfect way to get him out of a bad area. I definitely did that on purpose. It was not by accident. Fuck you. Also, don't let a guard see a civilian that's tied up and free them. They will get freed. They will become invincible. They will run from the map and automatically set off the alarm, and there's nothing you can do about it, and I hate it. So, those are my two pagers. This guard and that guard out there are dead. I need to be careful because of that guard. If I sprint in this area that says secure up top, he will hear me and come investigate. He cannot enter the vault as far as I've been able to test. So if you hide right up against the side and keep your loot hidden, he won't notice, but the best route is just don't sprint in the secure area. As soon as you're in the private area, it's all you, do whatever you want. Also, bags have momentum based off of your momentum, so the faster you're moving when you throw them, the further they'll go. So if you want a bag to sail a little further, be sprinting, be moving, don't be standing still. Stand still, do this. Sad. Be moving, do this. A lot better. Be sprinting, do this. Much, much better. Just depends on how far you want to throw your bags and what you're doing. Just be sure not to sprint in a bad area. You will have a bad time. In the meantime, though, I'm going to prioritize getting the bags out of the vault, getting through all the lockboxes, and making sure that everything is prepped out by the parking lot. I do this because the only guy who can really screw me right now is that guard. Obviously, the civvies outside could also be dangerous. There are multiple sets of them. There's two that stand by the car that you can usually take, but there's a couple of guys along this wall that I saw that happen to spawn, which, if they catch you, it's trash because they're kind of in front of the window to the side of the lobby, and you will very likely end up going loud. So for now, we're going to move all these bags. I'm going to go in and get the blue ones as well because we want a full pull. More for challenge XP and shit like that, which doesn't matter in the beta, but I full pull in every Payday 2 map, so it's just kind of ingrained in me to be like, if there is loot and you haven't taken it, you failed. It's not true, but it's how I feel.
Hey, there's a guard.
And then we'll grab the blue ones. Put that over there. Nice blue smoke cloud to tell me that they ain't worth shit. He walked away. We'll come grab the last one. Chuck that there. Head back over. And then I'll rip all the lockboxes. What's the penalty for dyed money? You don't get money for it, but you will still get like challenge experience and stuff. Once I popped one, I've got rush because of my skills, which just allowed me to insta-pop them. I stood up before the animation ended. Whoops. It's much better than Payday 2, where it could take you like 45 minutes to solo lockpick all of the standard bank heists boxes when the game first came out. This only takes a couple of moments. We even did a sub 10-minute run earlier, completely maskless from start to finish, where we came in here and got these as well. There's one of them. They have really long arms to be lockpicking all the way up there. Almost through the lockboxes. Haven't seen the other money unless it was in one of the top ones and I just didn't notice it. Haven't seen the Wixie objective either. Oh, there's the Wixie objective. There's the other one. But we'll take everything because I've already opened it all, so why not? Grab the Wixie objective where she talks about them getting into quantum computing, which tells me that it's probably an asset to do another map, but obviously not available in the beta. I picked it up and she chose to say nothing. I think my handler has gone to bed. I've taken too long. There are also little safes all around the map for more basic cash, but there's really no reason to take them. All right, Wolf scared the shit out of me, just mean mugging me through the window there. And we are at 16 minutes. All loot is ready to be moved outside. The guard that makes moving it a pain in the ass is gone. If I'm feeling a little spicy... Oh, I'm so glad I changed off of grenades. Still been doing that since Payday 2, trying to throw bags, can't throw bags, throwing grenades. Oh, we have knives now. Life's a little bit better. I am going to wait for... Oh, dude, is this visible? But yeah. I'm gonna move that a little bit so the guard that walks over there doesn't see. I want to take these two civvies that are kind of seeing me because it'll make the whole process faster. But I have to loop this camera just in case they can see. Dallas is scaring the shit out of me.
Suck the floor.
All right. So we tie these two up. That camera's looping. A guy can come up onto the roof and have a smoke, but A, I doubt they're there, and B, they don't have enough time to stop me from doing what I'm doing. That's the easiest way to clear the route for you. Those two can be taken without alerting those guys, but you should be very careful. If you alert those guys, as I said earlier, they're in front of that window. That's the whole lobby. That's where that guard was just patrolling, looking at me while I was hitting the vault. Don't do it. You don't want it. It's not a good idea. Also, you don't have to kill any of these people. You could leave those guys and let the guard patrol around. You can just go around behind that thing, behind this car, and over to here. And the only thing you really have to pay attention to is that you're not running into the guard. The guard in the back alley can walk up to right there, so be aware that he might see you while moving stuff, but only realistically if you've kind of screwed up and not paid attention to your surroundings. I can sprint out here because it's a public area. No one will get upset at me running, which means there's no reason not to do this at full zoom.
Someone there.
That's a civvy because they called it out as such, but it looked like a guard. Damn, these dudes wearing like tan shirts. Anyway, that's a guide for bank heist. It's a pretty simple heist. Really, really good introduction to the mechanics of Payday 3 and the stealth system. I'm super, super excited for either another beta later or full launch to come
That's our target amount.
at the end of
So
September.
let's try and get some more.
This game is absolutely fantastic, and I think it's just a full upgrade over Payday 2. There's a bunch of stuff that's different and might be a little frustrating in the beginning, but I honestly think that this game will end up being more popular than Payday 2 was. It depends on how the seed system is handled, though. You can spam reset these maps after you've like learned the code for the executive, for instance, and then only do the red room and just let yourself into the vault without a mask on, which makes some of these a little easier than they needed to be or maybe intended to be, but hopefully they will find a fix to that or a new system for launch, or, you know, things will just change down the road. Either way, lots and lots of fun. Awesome game. Thoroughly enjoyed. Hope the guide helps you out in some way.